Episode 82. It's episode 82. It's episode 82 of Talking with Tasha. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming back to another episode of Talking with Tasha. And guess what? May 2026 means 3 years of Talking with Tasha. So thank you so much for hanging out with me for these 3 years, listening to my silly stories and not so silly stories. Sometimes we're a little serious on Talking with Tasha. Seriously, thank you so much for coming back and listening. It's been fun. It's been a fun way to get to still be part of the world. On today's episode, I am chatting with Gabrielle Wanek. She is the author of Songs of Ash and Dawn, Book 1. It's a fun action, adventure, fantasy, mythology, all sorts of stuff, all wrapped into one book. One of many that we find out. If you've ever wanted to know what it takes to write a book, we talk about that. If you're a fan of fantasy books, let's talk about that. And I'm going to stop rambling and let's get to the interview because let's talk about that. We're going to talk about all those things. I hope you enjoy this conversation with Gabrielle Wanek. I wore a shirt that had books on it just for you. It is Lizzie McGuire, but still.
It's a good one.
I kind of want to start from the start. Where did you grow up? Did you always want to be a writer? Was there some other dream before that? Or like, did you want to be an astronaut or something? I don't know.
I grew up in Wisconsin. I grew up in a farming town in Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
So acres upon acres upon acres of woods.
Got it.
It's like it's a running joke that one of the closest big towns was an hour and a half away.
Yeah, okay. See, I grew up in Iowa, live in South Dakota now. It's similar vibes. I get that.
It's also the fact that we didn't get a McDonald's until I was in high school.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well,
and so it's like, oh yeah, you know how rural. We also didn't get a stoplight until I was in high school.
Wow. Okay. So I suppose that gave you a lot of time for your imagination to run wild and I know what it was. I grew up like 10 miles from the nearest town. So there were definitely times where we were outside playing, making up games, that kind of stuff. So I'm sure in some ways that probably led to where you are now,
Basically, it was my parents always, the common rule out there. You come home when the lights come on.
Yeah, basically.
And that was it. And it was a tiny town. We were related to 2/3 of the town. It's like,
Yep.
Everyone knew everybody. And so you could kind of just exist in your own space as you wish.
Did you always know you wanted to write, or did you do some other jobs to get to that point? Like, how did we end?
So I was what I originally wanted to do, which still kind of actually focuses a lot of my writing as well, is I wanted to be a video game designer.
Oh, okay. There's still storylines in those games. I mean, it makes sense. Yeah.
And it's and specifically, I just remember my brother playing the Assassin's Creed storylines.
Okay.
And I was not allowed to play them, but I was allowed to watch them.
There you go.
I'm like, is this not the same thing?
True. I don't really know what the difference is, but whatever.
But so then I went to college for video game design.
Okay.
And I minored in creative writing to be the storyboard artist and stuff like that.
Cool. Yeah, I didn't even know that was a job. I mean, I knew people had to make these video games, but I never really thought about it before that there were, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's crazy.
I couldn't do the coding for crap.
Okay, I was going to say, did that ever actually happen or
So I did apply to a bunch of jobs after college. I applied to 60, 70 places. I got nothing.
Oh, dang.
And then I'm just I'm just going to go into the corporate world, figure it out from there. And I ended up sitting there for 2.5 years working there, and then COVID happened.
Okay, yep. That'll throw a wrench in things.
And then I got furloughed, and then eventually I quit because I just wasn't getting paid. There was no point to.
Yeah.
And so then I moved home back out to the rural, quiets, everything like that. And then I just started writing out there.
And I'll be honest, I did get your book the other day, but it came a little later than I thought, so I'm only on like chapter 4 or 5, but I am intrigued. But I think in the research, you kind of wanted to write this because of Game of Thrones. Like, you thought you could do better. Like, for lack of a better way of saying it, you were like, I feel like I could land this plane better than they did, kind of thing.
Well, so in college, I had a friend who was back home. I went to college in North Carolina.
Okay.
And so one of my friends and I would watch the show separately and then call each other after it aired and then talk about it.
Yeah, yep.
And I don't remember what season it was. I think it was like 4. And we started really disliking the plot. Don't remember why.
Yeah.
But so then we're like, oh yeah, this is fine. And then I'm like, we could totally write this better. And she's like, what? I'm like, we could write a better version of this. Because it was originally supposed to be like a movie script. And then after like 2 months, she's like, I don't want to do this. This is all on you. Have fun. And at that point, it was nowhere near what it is now today. The characters didn't exist. It was entirely different characters. And I'm like, okay. And then I didn't touch it again for years. Because it's like, it always sat there in the back of my mind. I'm like, I would love to do that again. But I just got so busy with work, with college, and you know how that goes.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like COVID happened, and I suddenly had the time.
There you go. And I did not watch Game of Thrones religiously, but I mean, I know there's like dragons and lots of murders and things. Yeah. But in this book, I feel like it's a little different. It's not sort of that like old-timey regime kind of stuff, but it is this sort of fantastical world where there's like regular people among mythical people. And so I know Game of Thrones was kind of the spark, but then how did we end up where we ended up?
I didn't want to start from scratch.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, because whenever you read a lot of books, it's like, they're always like, especially like a lot of fantasy, they're always set in the past. And I'm like, why wouldn't I set it in today's day and age? That'd be so much more fun.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't have to create everything.
True.
And I still ended up creating 90% of it. It made it so much harder for myself.
Yeah, that's funny.
Then I'm like, tell me about cars. Like, I am online, like, researching, like, 80% of the time, and I'm like, am I actually writing anything?
I suppose that is a part of writing, especially fantasy, like you said, or I never really thought about the research that goes into it, because even if you're making something up, you still want it to be based a little bit in something that could possibly actually happen.
I wanted to make it as difficult to myself as possible. So as you read on, you'll probably notice all the characters, all like the species and things are accurate to mythology.
Oh, okay.
The actual characters are different because I can do what I want. But the actual creatures exist in mythology. They're lore, like description accurate. Certain temperaments are the same. Like you'll see, like specifically, let's say, I'm trying to think of a character you've met. I don't think I can name any characters.
Yeah, just the main ones. But I'm already.
It's like, look at Korra's mom.
Yes,
she's a dryad.
The vines and stuff.
She's a dryad hybrid.
Okay.
Well, she has bits of her with all the vines, which is, again, accurate to mythology. But she's not just pure dryad. I can't remember what it is offhand. Just because it's like there's so many characters, and I have it broken down to like the 17th, or like up there, percent.
Cool.
And I'm like, and it's all in my notes, but it's like I don't want to go dig through my notes right now.
Yeah. No, you're fine. I get it. Her family in general, her being kind of adopted, I feel like all her siblings and stuff all have kind of a different trait or they're from a different mythical family kind of thing. So like, I see what you did there. And I'm sure I mean, I know some things about like Greek mythology and there's a few things here and there, but I'm sure you did a lot of deeper digging into to get some of these things. You can
see it all scattered throughout like the room. It's like all scattered. It's everywhere. It's all mythological books.
Oh wow!
And they used to be tagged for just hours, and I'd sit there and tag them and write things on them. eventually I'm like, I'm just gonna start Googling stuff. Let's make
still
this a
like
little less complicated.
Yeah, we still like a physical book once in a while, though. I mean, it's nice.
You're right. It is very nice.
Yeah. I think that's interesting to put all those worlds together, too, because, a lot of times they live in their own little time and space, but it is kind of cool that you put them all together. And I can already tell, and I mean, no spoilers, but I do think, Ryan is alluding to the fact that Cora, there's more to her than we think, right? Like something's going on.
I'm not going to give you any more because then it ruins you for the book.
Right. Okay. I won't pry anymore. I'll just.
You can pry. I just probably won't give you a straight answer.
Did you start with Aiden, or did you start with, when you're storyboarding, was there one character you started with, or did it just kind of?
So the character I started with, characters specifically, are the shadows in the first chapter.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because the first chapter, I mean, I know it's setting up some other stuff, but because at first I was like,
this is not what I thought it was.
Yeah. Because at first, like, the summary and stuff on the back is about, like, this girl and finding out her whatever, and I'm like, who's this guy? What's happening with the, But I realize it's like setting up some things.
Yes.
But, but at first I'm like, wow, what is going on? But but that kept me reading because I was like, what? You had a lot of what going on in the beginning.
It's fun. It's like I wanted something to catch the attention, and those creatures were designed long before the story ever came to fruition.
Oh, okay. I get it. Okay.
I wanted to give them a home. Because they just kind of bounced from story to story. I had written more for myself than anything. And I'm like, and I love their characters. I'm like, I want them to have a home.
And now they do in this book.
Yes.
I keep just picking it up like I don't know. But anyway.
It's a gorgeous book.
It is a gorgeous cover. I took a picture on my Snapchat the other day, and a couple friends were like, I am judging that book by its cover, and I really like it. Like,
well, it's like I kept looking at all the books, like in the book, because when we were designing the cover, or we were looking for an artist, I specifically went to a bookshop and went through every book. I'm like, why are they all the same? Why do they all look the same? I want something really unique.
Yeah.
And then that came out.
Yeah. And it is, okay, Songs of Ash and Dawn, book 1. How many books are going to be in the series total?
So book 2 drops on July 14th.
Okay.
As of current, I actually recently mapped out the entire series. We were at 10.
10 books?
Yes.
Girl, you're ambitious. Okay.
The thing was, anything less, and there would be so many plot holes and characters that needed their time and needed their spotlight, and it's like, and it didn't work any other way.
Okay, that makes
Because
sense.
it was originally supposed to be 6.
Okay.
And then it went to 7. And then it went to 8.
And then I guess since you said you mapped it out already, that was going to be one of my questions. Like, do you know how it's going to end already, or
Yes.
You do? Okay.
I have a rough of every single book.
Okay.
But more or less, I have a starting point and I have an ending point. Everything in between is kind of up in the air.
Even when you started from the very beginning, did you kind of know where you wanted it to end?
Originally, the series was only supposed to be a 3-part.
Okay. But
it was supposed to end by book 3.
Did it always have the same ending in your mind, just getting there a different way? Okay.
Yeah. And it didn't make sense. You know, when you sit down, I'm like, wow, this is going way too fast. Because I wanted characters to form relationships and have, the whole...
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a time in their life. This is their characters. They're learning. They're discovering. It's like, I can't rush this.
Yeah. And I think that's like going back to the Game of Thrones, or just, I watch a lot of TV in general. There are certain shows where they like hook you at first, but then parts of it do feel rushed. And I know that there's executives, or maybe the show got canceled, or like, I understand sometimes they just don't have the time they want to wrap things up, but I get what you're saying, because sometimes you feel like this character deserves more than that. But yeah.
Exactly. And it's kind of like, especially, I want the girls specifically to be the main characters. It's like, but there's so many characters that are phenomenal supporting characters. It's like, and I want them to have their moments. I want them to have their chapters. I want them to be able to breathe without feeling like they're crammed in this one spot for this one thing. And I'm like,
Yeah.
It's like, no, I want these characters to fall in love with each other or whatever it is I have them doing.
And I do like, just because I am in a book club, so we, in the last couple of years, I'd say get into reading again, like, just because life gets busy. And then it is just also an excuse for, friends to get together and hang out, and we do discuss the books. But I do like when each chapter, like in your book, each chapter is a different person's point of view. I like that. I like the kind of, I don't know.
Switching point of view.
Yeah, I like that.
It's more fun because then you get to see what's going through their heads. It's like,
sure.
even though it's like they may not. Sorry, there's a crow standing right outside my window. I looked over and it's just staring at me.
Well, I just noticed my hair is doing something weird, but anyway, sorry.
Both having our moments. And it's just, I forgot what my train of thought was.
About the point of view in each chapter being from,
It's because if you're at one character's point of view, you never get to hear what the other person's thinking. It's like, because their thought process is entirely different. I mean, even looking like what you've read with Cora and Aiden, their thought processes are entirely different.
Yeah, especially when it comes to Ryan. Like, Cora don't really like him.
No, he doesn't.
And this was and maybe it's just because we've read too much Colleen Hoover or something, but Ryan is older, right? He's not their age, correct? Okay, because I had a moment where I was like, is he...
So here's the thing about this world. This world, I don't know if I clarified it very well in the actual story. It's more so in the second book with the clarifications. Every single species is so intermingled. A lot of people don't even die until they're like 400 or 500.
Well, that's like, yes, old is relative with mythical creatures.
It also shows someone who looks at a certain age, they could just have their genetics just don't work that way. They don't age until a certain point. And so it's like, so specifically for Ryan, I'm not going to tell you anything else about the actual story, but specifically for Ryan, it's like he hit a certain age and he'll probably never reach beyond that age until he hits like a couple thousand.
Okay.
Just saying a random number.
Well, and just knowing that he was friends with her grandparents, I assumed he was older. I was curious, too, because with the title, Ash and Dawn, Ash is kind of like destruction or like the end of something, and then Dawn is like something beginning. I'm sure that was intentional, but...
It was not.
Oh, okay. How do you think those two things show up in the story, or like... Why did you title it this then, if that wasn't the...
So it originally, up until a couple of weeks prior to launch, was a different name.
Okay. Interesting.
And we were getting ready to launch, and then my friend sent me a picture from Disney World. And it was the name of the book on a building.
Oh, no. Don't want to get sued by those Disney people.
No. And so I sent it to my... marketing person. She's like, oh dear Lord, we need to change the name. And so then we spent the next 3 days going through hundreds upon hundreds of lists. And it's like, and we kept throwing them at them. And then my mother came in and she's like, she was reading them because she was helping.
Right.
Like, and she's like reading out through these lists and she's like, why don't you combine some of these? And I'm like, what do you mean? And so she said like a few of them, and then she's like, songs, what about of Ash and Dawn? She's like pointing to two different pictures or two different pages. Like, why don't you combine like these or songs of something and something? I can't remember the other one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I like Ash and Dawn.
Yeah. It almost sounds like it could be a band or something too. Like if I didn't know like songs of Ash and Dawn, I'd be like, when's their album coming out? I don't know.
But it now sits very well, but I can't tell you why. Because it's in the book.
Okay.
Some of it.
Okay.
Or the reasoning for it.
Okay. And that's my favorite part with any like TV show or book as well. I always say it's the like take a drink moment where it's like that was weird timing. But like when you're reading a book and the reason for the title is explained, you're like, there it is, or or even a...
It's not a clear explanation, it's kind of a hint towards it.
Okay, I get it.
But if I tell you the hint, it will ruin the end.
Okay, don't ruin it, because it is so interesting to me too in this day and age where you can just like Google the ending to anything. I have so many friends that don't care about spoilers, especially in our book club. I don't understand them at all. Like, especially in our book club, certain books we read that are like mysteries or thrillers or whatever, they'll be like, oh, I had to just know what it was. And I was like, doesn't that like ruin the ride? I don't understand how you can just go to the end and like...
It's different when you can't. So a lot of the times I can't. I'm really bad at reading. For a writer, I'm really bad at reading. I listen to 95%
yes,
of my books.
audiobooks. I've made the transition I still will physically read a book here and there, but audiobooks have become a bigger part of my life than I thought they would be.
When I'm cooking, when I'm taking
Yes.
care. I have 2 dogs, one who's screaming in the other room because he's a puppy. But it's, again, I just don't have the time to sit down and do it. I'm doing other business. I'm doing other work. I'm doing other things. I'm writing. I'm cooking. I'm taking care of the house. It's like, I'm like, just put it on play and go.
Yes, I listen in the car, I listen on a walk, I listen when I'm doing laundry or whatever. But I also can't just sit and listen. Then my mind will wander. I have to be like kind of keeping
doing something.
Yeah. But it is nice when I do have the time to just sit and read. Like, I do enjoy it, but there's just not a lot of that time.
I tried to do it at night. We were at an event the other week, and someone traded me a book for mine. And so I've been trying to sit down and read it. It is so convoluted. And I'm like, because it's a mystery. It's like a murder mystery book. And I'm like, I'm so confused. I'm trying to read it at night, and I'm like, am I missing something? When did this happen?
And maybe, I mean, obviously, this question, I'm not sure. I don't think it will have any spoilers. But which character was the most challenging for you to write?
So I will say Aiden is technically, personality-wise, based off of me.
Okay.
So the most difficult person was Cora.
Is Cora based off somebody you know, or?
No.
Okay.
Cora is not. Parts of her personality is based off of 2 people, but it's not her full personality. Mm-hmm. And she's changed. She was a man at one point. It's like she didn't become Cora until like the last couple months of writing. She was someone else entirely.
Oh.
And I hated the character. Hence, I was like, do I just kill Cora off or kill this person off and make it just about Aiden? And I'm like, no, that's I'm not gonna do that. I need people. And so it ended up being Cora.
Okay. Cool.
Like, so her entire personality was super difficult for me because a lot of her situations I've never been into. Like, I have very good relationship with my parents. I have a very structured family and everything like that. Never been in that type of relationships. It's like things like that.
Yeah.
And like, so I just had no experience. So a lot of it was like, what's this? What's that?
That makes sense, though. Like you said, if it's not something you have firsthand, knowledge of. And I do think, though, it's interesting, even though Aiden, like you said, is kind of based on you, in some ways I feel like that would be harder to write because you have to be more self-aware and like...
So I will say, I wrote all of Aiden's first handful of chapters in the middle of COVID, in that isolation. Because I was, as most people were, probably during COVID, not in a great space mentally. And it worked for her character. She became, as the story moved on, she became easier to write because she suddenly became a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
Cora kind of didn't start becoming fun until book 2. She was fun, but it's not like I wanted to sit down and write her chapters.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, but that's also like sometimes in a book, and right now I like Cora, like, but I've only just met her, but I do think there is something to be said for having a character that is, I don't want to say unlikable, but sometimes we need those characters too, where it's like, and who knows, like, I'm sure every person that reads it could maybe like Cora more than Aiden or vice versa, or you know what I mean? It's kind of up to the reader.
Them. It's just, she was a lot more difficult for me to sit down and write. just because I had more fun playing with Aiden.
Yeah, yeah. And then I kind of like I know you said you wanted the two girls to be, like, that's why you didn't kill off Cora. You wanted it to be two. Like, I do like the idea of, like, female friendship or, you know, I don't know, that kind of. And
sisterly bond.
Yeah, yeah. And I guess there are some witches and stuff in here. That's part of the reason I've always sort of liked witch lore is, like, the idea of a coven and, like, having each other's backs and, like, girl power. I don't know. I just always kind of liked that sort of idea of the witch world.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just, it doesn't, I'm trying to think of how to word this. I can't word it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I can't word it without screwing it up.
I know. I really wanted to get further along to have more, like, insightful questions, but I also...
Well, we can do another call when book 2 drops.
There we go.
It's in, like, less than 2 months.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Were there certain scenes, I know you said you had to rewrite Cora a lot, but were there any certain, like, scenes or, I'm sure there'll be, even in the beginning, that, like, battle sort of scene or, like, him on the run and stuff, like, is some of that stuff hard to write, or did you have to redo it a bunch to get it just right, or?
So, my mom was my first beta reader, and I love her so much for what she did with me. And she came to me after reading the first chapter, and she's like, I love you with all my heart. I'm like, oh no. And she's like, because that chapter was originally 25 pages, and it was a lot more gory.
But so was Game of Thrones, like, inspiration-wise, I suppose.
Not even inspiration-wise. I've always been a very gory person in that regard. Okay. So it's like, I used to, when I was in college, specifically for my creative writing, I wrote a lot of horror. And a lot of, like, supernatural, murder mysteries, stuff like that. It's like, I wrote a lot of death. And she's like, I know this is what you're good at. But please make it less bloody. And she handed it back to me. She's like, I can't read past the chapter.
Yeah.
I can't finish the chapter. So I had to rewrite the whole chapter multiple times. Because she's like, it's too much. I just literally can't. And it's like, I eventually when I got my editor, and she's like, she read it, like, I sent her the original version, and she's like, I'm like, oh no. She's like, I'm gonna give you some suggestions. I'm like, oh boy. And she killed it. She pointed out a lot of things I didn't think about, because it's like, doing it one way your entire life and not really having anybody to correct you properly is very different when suddenly you have someone who knows what they're talking about.
I was going to ask that too, like, was getting an editor or getting that feedback hard? Was it?
No, I needed it. Her and she specifically said, she's like, I know you're going to hate me. We need to rewrite this entire character. This was not Cora.
Oh,
I will
okay.
say, we need to rewrite this entire character or we need to cut them entirely. We ended up cutting them.
Oh, wow, okay.
And it made the story 10 times better. Because their characterization was no longer needed. Because they didn't need a focus. And so everything went to Aiden and Cora.
Interesting. I think sometimes, too, the editor or just having... And someone read it that's not related to you, like, no, you know, like, because some people will try to sugarcoat or what, you know. But it is kind of nice to have that outside looking in. They haven't spent as much time with it. Like, you know, you get too protective of it almost. Like, you need someone to be like...
It's like, I know what she's saying. Like, listening to my mother specifically, it's like, I knew what she was saying, but it's hard hearing it from her. And I kept telling her that. I'm like, can someone else read it? And she's like, we're going to say the same thing, Gabrielle. I'm like...
Darn it. Do you write like longhand? Are you on a laptop? Like, what's
I'm on
your
a laptop.
What's your, like, writing vibe? Do you have music on? Do you not have music on? Do you?
So my mom, you'll notice I talk about my mom a lot because she's so into this. Because she's growing up, she used to read a big book, like 700-800 pages a week.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
And it's like, and so she's read a bunch of it. She's read romance. She's read adventure. She's read all of it. So a lot of it is me using her as a lot of my backboard. growing up, she always used to call me crazy because I started writing really in high school. And she's like, you just go in there. And she's like, I can have a full conversation with you while you're typing and you're writing out the entire story.
Yeah,
and you're just... like, you know how scary that is? I was like, I'm not trying to be scary.
And going back to writing some of that horror stuff, like, was your mom ever like, are you okay? Like, do you need, like...
Well, here's the thing. We grew up in a town where I can't remember the word, like supernatural. Like, we had, I want to say La Llorona was probably the most common known horror story with the lady looking up and down the river for her kids. Okay. We have one of those. We have a ghost runner in our town who people have actually recorded on video of them seeing the runner and it going through her. And like we have a graveyard dog that will chase people out of the graveyard after a certain time of night. It's like we have a lot of supernatural, like super lore basically in our town. So her and being like, her whole thing was, don't go to this place because of this thing. Don't go to this place because of this thing. Careful of this part of the forest because of this thing. It's like, we knew, that's what I grew up on. The paranormal.
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like a lot of towns have that one story or that one sort of, like, I remember it was like maybe 40 minutes away. We used to drive to this town because there was a story about Lottie's grave, and like her grave was supposed to glow at night, or I don't know. There was like, so we'd try to drive out there at night to see it, and so I feel like there's a lot. It's like, especially in small towns, because everyone's there all the time. And it's different because you're always talking to each other. And then those stories this was even before, my mom said that her father would tell her these stories. And then it passed down to her, and then it passed down to us. And so it's like, the supernatural, paranormal stuff was just what you talked about. Because you lived in a town surrounded by forests. On all sides. We lived in a bowl surrounded by forests. Growing up in Iowa, we had like cornfields around us. And I remember as a younger kid first seeing the movie Children of the Corn and stuff. So then I was like afraid of the cornfields. And like...
I wasn't allowed to watch that movie because of
I probably saw some of that stuff younger than I should have. Like, you know what I mean? It was, but anyway. Yeah,
but it's different when it's like you experience it all the time. So it's like that paranormal stuff specifically for us was just something of average day.
Yeah.
And so it's like me writing about it was not strange.
True. I get that.
And my mom loves that stuff, so she's fine with it.
Especially going back to you saying Aiden is kind of like you see yourself in her mostly. Did writing her story or these books in general change your perspective on anything in your own life? Like, did it make you have a moment of realization or anything?
Not really. So it's just because even as much as I based her off me, I didn't base her off my life. So a lot of what she experiences is entirely new.
Okay, yeah.
It's like even her family structure is entirely different than mine. I have a very tight-knit family. And so it's like, And so it's like, I knew, like, her personality is mostly what's me.
Gotcha. Is there a part of, I should say just the series, because it sounds like you got a lot planned already, but is there something, or what part of this whole thing are you most proud of? Is it just the fact that it's out, or is there a certain storyline you're most proud of, or?
I'm trying to think. I'm thrilled and ecstatic that it's out in general.
Yeah.
Because it's something I've worked on. Because I started book 1 in 2021. And that's probably and I started researching it in 2020. So roughly 5.5, 6-ish years.
Yeah.
That's when I started it. And I just published it in December. And I never thought I'd publish it.
So what was when you started writing it, if you never thought you would publish it, was it just for fun? Was it just something for you to pass the time? Or?
It was to get the release of the energy out at the time. And then it just slowly evolved. And it became what it is today, obviously with a lot of changes and editing and stuff like that. But I'm very happy with where it ended up. Like, extremely happy with it.
Good. Well, I mean, I would hope so. I would hate. I would hate if you were like, I
hate the series.
And it's funny when people, even when I first was kind of reading about this book and the supernatural part of it or the fantasy part of it, I don't know why. It's the biggest lie I tell myself, that I'm like, I'm not usually into fantasy. And I'm like, yes, you are. Like, I read Harry Potter. I liked The Hunger Games. We read Fourth Wing for book club. Like,
Yeah.
you like it, girl. Like, stop acting like you're too cool or something. You know, like, I always say that, and then I'm, like, into it. So I don't know why I think I'm...
You just think that way.
I don't know, but I still give it a try. You know, I'm still invested now,
try.
like
That's
I said.
the thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes you are into a genre so much where it's like you hear something that's a little bit outside of the norm, and you're like, oh, okay, I'll try it.
But I do think part of why I really, when your people, I feel like you have a team, reached out to me and was like, hey.
It's my editor and my marketing. And they are amazing.
Yes. They were like, we think she'd be a good fit for your podcast. And I was, because a lot of Talking with Tasha guests I do try to keep it sort of, it wasn't even necessarily intentional, but maybe subconsciously it was. It is kind of female focused. Like, I like women that are just making things happen. I've had episodes on like women's health issues. I've had, you know what I mean? I kind of just like, and I was like, I do love that it's a woman author writing about, in the fantasy world, it does seem like sometimes it doesn't get taken as seriously, even though they do well, you know, a lot of these sort of books do. And I don't know, I just think it's a really, and I did like female characters too. I think that's cool. So again, the girl power coven of it all, like, we got to stick together, you know.
You're right. I'm not gonna say you're wrong.
And so what kind of reader do you think will connect most with Songs of Ash and Dawn? Like, do you think if they're already into fantasy, they'll like it?
If they're already into fantasy, if they're just want something to escape, because I don't write spice.
Okay, that's fine.
And I'm saying that for a very specific reason, because I don't like reading it.
Gotcha. I have friends that hate it too. Like, when we read Fourth Wing, and there's a lot of spicy scenes.
I know there's a lot. I had to put down Fourth Wing.
And there was like half my book club was like, yeah, and the other half was like, ugh, I had to like page ahead. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of a divisive thing, actually, in literature, you know?
Well, my whole thing is, I'm like, if you want to know about it, imagine it. You don't need to read it on the page.
No, I kind of get what you're saying, though, because even in any book that there's some spicy time in it, like, I know even if I'm in the car, like, listening, I feel like, oh, can anyone hear it? Like, you know, I get weird about it. Like,
it's just, I'm like, I want the story to be eligible for everybody.
True.
And not everybody likes spice. Specifically me. I don't like spice.
Yeah. No, I think just like in movies and TV shows with nudity and stuff, I don't want it to be there just to be there. Like, it's got to really serve a purpose. And so
that was my other thing. It had no purpose in the story. And it will not have a purpose. And I will say this confidently. You can, again, whatever. It will not be throughout the series.
I don't think that's a bad
and so it's like, I
think that's fine.
If you want action, adventure, magic, and friendships blooming, there is some romance, but it's not like spice.
Yeah, I get that.
It's like, but I'm like, it's like, that's so much more fun.
Well, and so real quick, back to Fourth Wing, just speaking of like how because it made me a little uncomfortable. I had like secondhand embarrassment because I listened to the graphic audio where it's like different, where it's like they have voice, like each character has a voice and they have like sound effects and, you know, there's all, it's literally like a radio play kind of thing, which was, it was fun to listen to as far as like the dragon wings and things like that. But then I felt so embarrassed for those voice actors knowing they had to stand in a booth and like pant and grunt and like you know what I mean? I had like secondhand embarrassment and I'm
embarrassed. Those poor voice actors.
I know, but I mean,
you get paid a pretty penny as a voice actor.
I'm sure they did. And then of course I had to look up what they looked like because I had to just,
you had to imagine.
I was curious, but Anyway, that was the whole experience. But I know what you mean, because I was literally like, oh, these poor people, I can't believe they have to just like, I don't know. It was so weird.
I'm just like, it's like that, it's like, that's the other thing. I'm like, I feel like that's the point where it's like, okay, that's when you need to cut and go to black.
Like you said, leave it up to the imagination. Like, you know.
That's the thing. It's like the same thing. It's like my mom, it's one of my cousins actually asked me this. She's like, are you putting spice in it? I said, no. If you want to read it, you can find it online elsewhere.
Because, sure. Are you looking forward to, like, fan fiction? Do you think people will get into it?
I hope so. But
yeah.
at the same, that's where I actually started writing.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Even this kind of starting as a spinoff of Game of Thrones.
Actually, to this day, I'm still publishing fan fiction.
Ooh.
It's how I try new methods of writing.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it also helps me build out certain characters and stuff like that with existing characters.
Fan fiction of what?
Not going to tell you.
Of what? Not going to tell you? Okay, that's right.
Here's the thing. A lot of the time, it's like video games and movies.
Okay.
I don't watch a lot of TV, like at all. And so it's a lot of video games and movies. Mostly video games.
Yeah, I see well, I guess it's not really a video game, but I see your, like, Avenger stuff and your gaming chair. That's like
Well, this is a comfy chair.
But it's also just, I know a lot of gamers have those kind of big chairs, but yeah.
When you're sitting in a chair for 8+ hours a day.
I get it.
I need a back thing, and I need a headrest. I did have a normal office chair, and I'm like, oh, my back. And then my brother got this for me for Christmas a couple years ago, and I'm like, yes, I don't have to pay for it.
I love a good gift. I remember one year at Christmas, my dad being like, what kind of stuff do you need or want? And I was like, dude, you could literally just get me, like, toilet paper. I'd be stoked that I didn't have to buy it. You know what I mean?
My one cousin, every year she gets me about 12 socks, like a set of socks, because my dogs both like socks, but I'm not allowed to have them back.
Or even, I see them sort of jokingly, like, around Easter, like an adult Easter basket, and it's all, like, cleaning supplies and stuff. That would be amazing.
That'd be great.
Like, and this is
like,
how I know.
Fantastic. Thank you for the amazing gift.
Yeah, I know, and this is how I know I'm getting old, because I just said a basket of cleaning supplies would be amazing.
My basket would be socks, a blanket, and approximately one candle.
There you go. I had to light a candle and get my wax melt things going, because thank goodness we did this in the afternoon, because this morning I live in an apartment building. We had the fire alarms going off. We were outside. There wasn't an actual fire. Someone, like, left something on their stove too long, and it was, like, smoke. But the hall was smoky. It was, like...
That's scary.
Yeah, it was scary.
That's scary. It's like... You say that, and then, like, 10 minutes before I got on this call, my computer decided, oh, I'm going to shut down and restart now. And I texted my editor, I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
Technology, and even the fact that you popped on and we could both, like, hear each other and everything was good, I was like, oh, thank God. Because every once in a while, just with technology, I'm like, I don't know, man. And doing these things remotely, it's hard to fix stuff when you're not in the room.
Halfway across the world.
Yeah, but everything's good so far, so let's not
Let's not jinx it. Let's not play with it.
And the book has been out for a little bit now, but do you recall any feedback or some stories you've heard from people that have read it of how it's really any kind of story that stuck with you about how it affected somebody or anything like that?
I gotta tell you this because I was at a event and I gave away some books to some people. Don't remember exactly what the event was because I was not fully mentally there. There was so many people. It's like, it was just so chaotic. And it's like, I went there to help with something, and I brought some books because my parents told me to. And so I gave one away and signed it and everything for this woman. I don't remember her name. But she was like, oh, this is great. I'm in the middle of my one book. And then she came back the next morning, because I gave it to her at like 5 o'clock at night. She came back the next day, and she's like, I finished it.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, what? And she's like, I finished it. When's the next one coming out?
Oh, wow. That's
like,
cool, though.
I read that whole thing in less than 12 hours.
That's why. She was really invested. I do have friends like that though. That'll read a book in a day, and I don't know how they do it. Even if it's a really good book, I just gotta like get up at some point. I can't always stay there.
Like, how do you have the ability to just sit for hours?
Yeah.
I can barely sit for an hour without going nuts if I'm not typing.
Yeah, exactly. If someone is on the fence about picking up this book, what would you say to them?
So, this is actually great. So, on songsofashanddawn.com, there are 3 free chapters if you sign up for the link. And it's just a newsletter. If you don't want to be on it, you don't have to. But then you get the notification when the Audible goes live, because that will be coming out in this month.
Cool.
Then you'll get the notification for the pre-order for the second book, and when that drops. But you also get the first three chapters for free.
Yeah, and honestly, the first 3 chapters they do hook you. You're like, who are these people? What's happening? It really is.
Tried to make it good.
Yeah, it is a really good tease there to give you the 3 for free, and they're like, well, if you want to know more. Speaking of Audible coming out, I guess I don't really know, and we talked about the graphic audio or listening to audiobooks. Did you ever want to read your own book, or?
Absolutely not. They gave me the option, and I looked at my book, opened it up, and I said, do you want to know how long it would take me to read this page? And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I read at like a 3rd grade reading.
Well, and that's kind of interesting to be a writer.
I'm not like I'm a bad reader. I'm just so slow because my brain moves so fast, I forget what I read.
Yeah, I get that.
Then I have to reread over and over.
I have done that. I've been there, done that. Besides yourself as an author, is there someone that you kind of look up to or really love their books? Or
it's always the classic answer. I feel like you can never go wrong. What really got me into reading in general was Tolkien.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
I feel like you can never go wrong with Tolkien.
Yeah.
Tolkien. I don't know.
However you say it, I knew what you meant.
However you say it. But he's a master at what he does.
Yeah.
And I feel like you can't really compare much to him.
I get you. If you were in a book club, or maybe you are in a book club,
I'm not, sadly.
What kind of, is fantasy your main thing, or do you like thriller mystery stuff, or do you like romance? I mean, not necessarily spicy romance, but just like meet cute kind of stuff.
I've never read really a meet cute that I've liked. I'm just going to say that. That's just who I am. Mm-hmm. I like action and adventure.
Okay, gotcha.
As you get in, you will see I like action. Which, to the point where someone actually said, because I'm in the middle of book 3, they said, hey, stop writing action. I'm like, and that was my editor.
Let people breathe for a second.
She's like, we need a break. Yeah. I'm like, I'm good at writing action.
Yeah, that's true.
It's fun.
I had a little rapid fire series of questions to kind of end with. Are you up for it?
I'm up for however long you want to go. I'm here for you.
Okay, so describe Songs of Ash and Dawn in 3 words.
Oh, God. I've never been asked that. Action, adventure, magic.
There you go. Okay. Did you build a playlist or have some kind of music while you're writing, or do you like it quiet?
We have a Spotify for Aiden, Cora, and Ryan.
Really? Okay.
If you go on the website, I think if you scroll all the way down, I can't remember exactly where it is.
I love that. Okay.
It's on the website, and I believe that it's 50 or so for Aiden and Cora and about 40 for Ryan.
Okay. And are they?
So those are the songs I wrote those are the songs I was listening to while I wrote their chapters.
Okay. Cool. That's actually kind of neat. Do you what kind of music is your vibe personally? Like if you're gonna just listen.
It's a great question. So I do a lot of what are they called? It's like a synth.
Okay.
Or like an electronic.
Okay. Yeah.
I think his name is Jim Yosef. Yosef or something.
Something like that. Okay.
Very electronical.
Okay. Who is your favorite character to write?
Honestly, the Shadows.
Okay, the Shadow. Okay.
Which is not a great answer. They only have like 5 chapters in the first couple books.
What's one scene in book 1, and say as much as you can without giving it away, that you're really can't wait for people to get to? Like, that's going to be the part in the book where they're like, ee!
I'm just going to say teleportation.
Okay, teleportation. Okay. If this book series becomes a movie or TV show, or what would you prefer? Movie, TV show, video game?
Animated TV show.
Animated TV show. Okay, who would be your dream casting, like, to do the voice work then?
Oh, God, I don't know. I never thought of that. Honestly, I have no idea.
Maybe an unknown. You'd like find someone out of obscurity.
I feel like an unknown is always good, but then it's like I recently played the game Dispatch multiple times, and one of the main characters that I know is Laura Bailey.
Okay.
From Critical Role.
Okay.
Love her voice.
Okay.
Love her voice.
So maybe we'll throw her in somewhere. We'll get her.
I would love to have her on that.
And then on Talking with Tasha, because I am a pop culture girly at heart, besides your own book, what is one other, I mean, it can be a book, it can be a show, it can be a movie, it could be a podcast, it could be whatever, something that you're really into right now that you want to kind of recommend to people.
Do video games count?
Yeah, you can do. I'm not usually a big gamer, but we'll allow it.
Everyone's going to know it, and it's going to be... I'm certain you've probably heard of Pokemon Pokopia.
I'm still stuck on like Pokemon Go. Like, I didn't know there was a new one after that.
So basically, you get to play as a Ditto, and it's basically create an entire world.
Oh, cool!
And you bring the Pokemon in. They build their own world, like their own settlements and everything like that.
Is it like The Sims but Pokemon kind of?
Kind of.
I don't know. I didn't really play The Sims.
It's really fun. I'm terrible at designing things, but I'm really enjoying it.
It's interesting you say that because you literally built a whole world in here.
Okay, I'm terrible at designing things cohesively. Like appealing things, like I can imagine entire rooms and spaces, but physically doing the thing.
Yeah, no, I
and I'm like I have a gap between something that wasn't supposed to have a gap, and I'm like staring at it. I'm like, if I move that, I have to rebuild that entire section, and then everything to the left and to the right has to move half an inch to the left.
Yeah, I wouldn't be good at that either. I'm not exact enough with I'm not a numbers
it's not even numbers. It's just I put it in the wrong spot because I wasn't paying enough attention.
So what's your favorite?
And I thought it was right next to it, and it wasn't.
What's your favorite Pokemon character then? Do you have a favorite?
I do. I really like Leafeon.
Okay, I'm not even sure.
It's one of the evolutions.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's just basically a green Eevee.
Okay.
With leaves for ears and tails.
Gotcha. Okay. I basically just know Pikachu and Charmander.
I was wondering if that was the answer.
I feel like the last video game I played, was probably, gosh, I don't know. I have a PS2, but I have Dance Dance Revolution for it.
You just say PS2?
A PS2, yeah, I'm old school.
What is wrong with you?
And I haven't even gotten it out in forever. It just sits collecting dust. I don't know. It's not my main thing, but I don't know.
It's only my main thing because I do it before bed. An hour before bed.
Yeah.
And it's the rest of the day I'm busy.
Yeah, I'm not to each their own. I mean, I'm sure there's stuff I do that other people would go why do you do that? And,
It's a lot of the times I'll throw on, there is something. I listen to a lot of, on YouTube, I listen to a guy called Kyle Hates Hiking.
Okay.
And it's basically him going over disappearances and murders in national parks.
Ooh, that I do love a true crime moment. I feel like I'm
and also you can never go wrong with Mr. Ballin.
Yeah. That's interesting, though.
He's actually a thru hiker, so it's hilarious. And I'm like, why is this your name? Well, I thru hike because thru hiking is a 4 to 5 month experience.
That sounds terrible.
Of living on the trail, and I'm like, that sounds terrible.
It does sound terrible. I hate camping. I mean, I'll go for a little hike, a little stroll, but I'm still coming home to my plumbing.
My whole thing is I'll go out for one night, then I'm done.
Yeah, I've had enough. That's good.
I haven't done that, though, since my last dog passed. He was a big boy.
Oh.
110 pounds. And I'm like, that was, especially because I did it alone a lot. So I'm like, oh, yep, let's just go, buddy.
Yep. What kind of dogs do you have now then?
I have where is she? She's way over there. I have a poodle, a mini poodle, and then I have a Cavapoo.
Oh, okay.
I had a Doberman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Doberman. That's different.
Very different.
That's different than a poodle.
Well, she was the first dog I owned by myself after everything, because I got her before COVID.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then I got him, and he ended up passing away not too long after I got him, or like within a year.
Oh, that's sad. Did he have some underlying issue you didn't know about or something?
He had a lot of health issues, and I knew that coming on. I just didn't, and we were taking care of a lot of it, and I took him into the vet one day, and he didn't come back home.
Oh. Well, I'm sure you were very good for him to have in that last year of his life, so I'm sure you gave him some loving.
I had about a year of quiet without him. And then I got the idiot that's screaming in the other room. He's only 11 months old, so I'm 10, 11 months old now-ish.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and I'm sitting here, I'm like, I regret not being an adult. I regret not going and getting an adult, but she's so finicky with dogs. I'm like, I wanted a dog, because she hated the Doberman.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah.
He tolerated her so much. And I'm like, stop bullying him. You're 12 pounds. He's 110. He can eat you.
Yeah. They do say sometimes, though, with older dogs, it's kind of good to get a puppy because it makes them, move around more and stuff.
Him. She pushes him down the stairs all the time. But it's like with that Doberman, she would growl at him and he'd just lay down and roll over. And I'm like, what are you doing?
I just thought of something in the book world. What I know of the book world is literally from like a few TV shows and movies about publishing. Yes. But now as a new author, are you having to do, things like this, but like more schmoozing and parties and stuff? Is that like hard to turn on?
It's a very hard question to answer. I grew up in a decently well-off family. Mm-hmm. So we went to a lot of events and stuff like that. So I know how to do that.
I hear you.
And I'm pretty good at it. But yeah.
Okay.
And so it's like, it's not too different. It's now that I'm suddenly not beside my mother or my father. Or even the few times I was tagging to my brother.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it's like, suddenly I'm like, oh, you're the focus. Oh, I don't know if I like this.
Yeah. I worked in radio for a bunch of years, so we would get tickets to like local fundraising things or, just events and stuff. And yeah,
I'm trying to find events around here. A lot of them have passed around here though. It's like I didn't know about it until after the event because there was no, like maybe I'm just not on the right channels.
Are you still in Wisconsin then?
No.
Oh, okay.
I moved out to Wisconsin.
Where are you now?
My family all moved. Like my brother, my grandparents, at the time, boyfriend's family were not together anymore. Everybody moved south.
Okay.
In 2021. And I'm like, wait, where's everybody going? I'm like, I want to come.
They were sick of winter, apparently. They wanted less crazy winters.
My grandmother is 92, and she still walks 5 to 6 miles a day.
Wow,
because she's a crazy person. She's a crazy person. And the last year that we lived up in Wisconsin, she was in her home. She's now with my parents. But she was shoveling her roof.
Oh, no.
At 88.
I mean, not advisable, but also, like, get it, girl. I don't know.
Except for, like, the worst of the time. She comes down and stays with us time to time. She doesn't live permanently with us. But she comes down for the worst of the winter.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's my dream, to be a snowbird. I would love to just migrate back and forth like a bird. Someday.
I keep thinking about it, and I'm like, I love where we are. We're in Florida.
Okay.
And so it's like, I love where we are. I hate summer.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't mind being in the Midwest in the summer, but in the winter, like, I'll go to Florida. Or somewhere. I don't know. Arizona.
I mean, the last year I lived in Wisconsin, I hit negative 60 counting wind chill. I'm like, this is not fun.
Yep. South Dakota has days like that, too.
It's like, why? Why is this a place we live?
I know. Like, why did people settle here? This is terrible.
Well, it's a great harvest here.
That's true.
Most of the time, like, everything flourishes and it's great. It's like, I love the summer and the fall. Can't go wrong with fall.
Yeah, I do enjoy the fall, but I feel like in the Midwest too, the weather is just so or unpredictable that fall and spring end up only being like 3 days, and then all of a sudden we're in there. Like I don't know.
I don't know. I'm like, right now I'm looking outside and I'm like, oh, it's sunny again. It's hot.
Oh gosh, we just
Like, the
finally.
dogs don't want to be outside. I don't want to be outside.
Yeah, the last week we had
Summer
like
yet.
rainy and like 30s, and then today it's finally like 70, so that's nice that it's getting nice again.
Like, we were 90, I think, today.
Oh wow, that is a lot.
And I'm like, why is it so aggressive?
Especially
Why is this-
May, that's kind of early to be that
we
hot,
stormed
right?
all last night, and I woke up and it's like a bunch of my pots had fallen over, and I'm like, why? Why are you aggressive?
Yeah, there's really nowhere to go where there's like every part of America has some type of natural disaster or weather thing that's terrible. Like,
we just need to move to Italy or something.
I mean, the food's great, so I would.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
But it's like I had family members who live over there part-time, and they're like, I say part-time, but they haven't lived over there in a couple of years. but when they lived over there, they said it never got above like 85.
That's like perfect. Yeah, that's
I'm like, you're never below like 55. I'm like, can I live there?
Yeah,
Where are you living?
that sounds amazing. Yeah,
I'm like, I want to be able to put on just a really light sweater and,
and go.
just go about my day.
Yes, I agree. This is the part of the year too where I just get sick of like my winter coat. It's like I don't want to wear an extra layer. I just don't want another thing to carry around. Anyway, we got way off on weather talk there. That's how you know. That's how you know we're two born Midwesterners, because we can talk about the weather for like. Anyway.
I'm sorry, but it's so much fun because I don't have anybody here but my family, and it's like talking about the Midwest. Like, compared to that winter, oh, this is great.
It's true. So one more time, want to give like your website, or if you want people to follow you on socials, or like where they can find you, events you have coming up.
Songsofashanddawn.com. You can find our socials, you can find the playlists, you can get those 3 free chapters, and you can even download the book from there. It takes you directly to Amazon. You can also find it on Amazon if you type in Songs of Ash and Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
And that will pop up. It should, I believe, the Audible's up.
Okay.
Might be, I don't know. Believe it is.
And if it's not, it will be soon. So.
It will be soon. So yeah, very soon.
And then we talked about your cover a little bit, but who illustrated it or did it? Or
Her name's on one of the acknowledgement pages, I believe.
Okay.
Zelda is her name. I believe. Yes, it's right in cover art by Zelda.
Okay, cool. She did a great job. I meant to ask this earlier. With all the AI happening these days, as a writer, how do you feel about it in general?
The thing. If people need help writing, then they need help. It's like, as long as you're not taking it word for word, it's like, I use it a lot for research.
Okay, that makes sense. Right.
Because it knocked down a lot of my research from multiple hours a day to 2 hours.
That makes sense too. I do, like, from a research perspective, that makes sense. And I work in marketing full time, and I have a very love-hate relationship with AI because I do understand it's probably not the best for our environment and all these sorts of things.
No, it's not, but it's like, at the same time, if someone needs help creating something and they have this idea and they just don't know how to do it, what's the harm in it?
It is a good brainstorm tool, I would say.
Exactly.
Like, sometimes you're like...
Don't let it do everything.
Yes. And especially when it comes to the arts, I think that is the big thing where it's like, is it going to get to the point where a whole book will just be written by AI and no person really did it? Or
Well, it's like, even, I'm trying to think of, so I do it specifically for D&D because I run D&D campaigns.
Okay.
And I do it for stat blocks.
Okay.
And just because I don't want to create stat blocks. I'm like, hey, I need to do this character if it's not in the actual books or anything. I'm like, hey, I want this creature, but knock it down to a level 4.
Because, like I said, I'm not going to say I've never used AI. Like, that would be a lie. Even this
feel like
program
most
uses a
people
lot of
have.
AI to edit and stuff. But I still think you got to have some thoughts of your own and stuff for sure.
No,
Yeah.
That's exactly the thing. It's like, a lot of the time, it's like, I'll use it for research. like specifically the last thing I used it for, I literally said, give me a list of surnames of this certain type. Because I also always compare what it gives me to make sure it's accurate. But it's like, I'm looking for a very specific thing, and even then, it's like, I don't always use it.
Right,
More or
yeah,
less.
yeah.
But even then, it's like, I'm looking for something that means a certain thing. And even in my research, sometimes I will never find it.
I get that.
It's like, okay, how much of this is the AI versus how much is research?
Yeah, and I do think that's just the thing, too. Like you said, you have to still check the validity. Like, it's not always going to be right.
Oh, yeah, it's like 95... I say 95% of the time it's accurate. It's not always true. But it's like, I give it a lot of the benefit of the doubt because, again, I'm using it to search the web. And I'm using it specifically for, like, the real last thing I did was to look up a certain mythology in, I can't even remember. Oh, it was down along, like, the Cayman Islands.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And I'm like, I don't remember find it. I'm like, maybe you can find it. It's like, so I'm trying to, like, use different areas in the globe, and I'm, like, finding certain species, and you always get pulled up, like, specifically for mythology, a lot of the Greek, Norse, Egyptian, and that's about it.
Yeah, yeah. And
then,
then
like, this is not what I'm looking for.
there's a lot more out there, for sure, yeah. I feel like every culture kind of has their stories.
A lot of cultures have a lot of topics that overlap each other. Is what I've noticed in a lot of my research.
Yeah, because I think mythology in general, the way I understand it, is like it's stories or gods, whatever, that to explain why the world is the way it is. Like we have Persephone's my favorite in Greek mythology. You know, like we have spring because she leaves Hades, and then we have winter because she has to go back. You know, like that explains the seasons. And I'm sure in some other culture they have some other story that explains the seasons or whatever. But
I mean, it's the same thing with, like, if you look at dragons. There's a dragon in every single culture.
Oh.
Maybe not the same one. I mean, look at the Aztecs versus the Chinese. The Aztecs has the Quetzalcoatl, which is basically a winged serpent. The same thing as a dragon.
Yeah.
And then you have the Chinese, which is the long dragons, which have no wings, but they're very long, and they normally, I believe, have the 2 arms in the front and sometimes the 2 legs in the back. Not always.
And they do the dragon dance. That's like a whole thing that they,
Yeah. And it's like, they're both dragons, technically.
It's true. Why can't we all just get along? We all have the same ideas, ultimately.
I mean, here's the thing of, like, every single culture has, like, similar ideas, and it's just picking and choosing what you want to play with.
Well, those were all my questions, basically. Is there anything?
We covered most of it.
Yeah. Is there anything that you wanted to get to that I didn't bring up or something?
I can't. Because you haven't finished the book.
Okay, I will keep you posted.
Maybe we'll have to do another one when you finish.
Yeah. And then the second book is July, you said?
July 14th is its release date.
Is it just Songs of Ash and Dawn Book 2, or does it have a different title? Okay.
No.
Just checking.
We wanted, with the name as long as it is, we wanted it simple.
Okay. I mean, I appreciate
I will say it's a very pretty cover.
Ooh.
I can't show it to you.
This is, I like, you know what I mean? Is the same person doing the cover?
She will probably be around for a long time.
Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I hope your dog didn't get out and destroy anything.
No. He's not out, so when she's staring at me from the... Wait, come here. Okay, you want to say hi?
Ooh.
Come on. You want to say hi? Come on. Up.
Oh, cute.
Yes, but this is the one that's in the notes.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So this is Cairo.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm talking about you.
That was cute. What?
Yeah, I'm talking about you.
Awesome. Are we going to see any dog-type characters in the book?
Eventually. Character much later in the series that is based off of her.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
You know, the sassy, obnoxious little prissy dog? Yeah.
Well, you two have a great afternoon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Talking with Tasha. make sure you check out talkingwithtasha.com and check out the show notes. I do have links to get those 3 chapters. I put a link in there to the playlist she talked about. I want to thank Gabrielle Wanek for being on the podcast. That was a great conversation. Great to chat with you. Love chatting with another Midwesterner about the weather. But once again, I want to thank all my guests that I've had over the last 3 years, because I can't believe it's been 3 years that I've been doing this thing. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for listening to Talking with Tasha. You can listen on Apple, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon, YouTube, and talkingwithtasha.com. If you want to contact me, you can send an email to talkingwithtashapod@gmail.com. You can also DM me on any of my social media. It's all linked at talkingwithtasha.com. And I don't know if you're picking up on it, but everything's at talkingwithtasha.com. It's all there. Make sure you rate, review, subscribe, comment, share. Tell all your friends how much you love Talking with Tasha. Also, I, here and there on the side, do some voiceover work. So if you need anything like that done, that's linked at Talking with Tasha as well. But I am on Fiverr, and I'm also on Cameo if you want to send somebody a personalized message. So once again, thank you for 3 years. Let's get the party started. We're just getting started, you guys. Thank you so much for coming back and listening. And I think there's only one thing left to do. Be safe, make good choices, wash your hands, just try to be a good person, stay hydrated, and peace out, Brussels sprout. Bye.